Well, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good day, good night, wherever you are in the world. This is Dr. Jacqueline King, and I am so excited to be back with you today. I have one of our newest BWE team members, Shay, and I'm not getting ready to say her last name. She's going to say it because I'll mess it up. Go ahead, Shay, say your last name.
Hello, hi, and hello to everyone as well, wherever you are. My name is Shay Kalu Prophet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. It's really actually such a great time to be around in Black Women Empowered.
It is. So as you're coming in, tell us your name, where you're calling in from, share the broadcast. You know the routine. We've been doing this for weeks and weeks and weeks. So this week we're talking about women supporting women. And basically, it's no longer an option for us not, especially the black and brown women, because as I don't sugarcoat it. We are under major attack, and we are. And so it's almost like we're going back in time instead of forward. So what I'm saying is we have to support each other. We really do, more now than ever before. Um, I BWE has always been a supporter of women. We have allowed women to come on our platform to build their following. We've supported you in prayer and um, just every financially. Our nonprofit, we've supported financially with buying clothes for kids, toys, paying rent, lights. We've been doing this for 12 years now. So it's really an honor to continue serving. But today we're just going to talk about how serious it is. And so my opening is, in a world that's continually evolving, the power of unity and support among women has proven to be an extraordinary force. You know this, I know this. The strength that arises when women uplift and champion one another is unparalleled. Today, we explore the significance and beauty of women supporting women, fostering a culture of empowerment, collaboration, and solidarity. Right, Shay?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
And so, what's your take on women supporting women?
Women supporting women, I actually think is one of the most critical next, phases. I think women have gotten into entrepreneurship. They've
Hmm.
really gotten out there. And now I think it's best to start becoming more of a, more tight knit community, a community that works together. Collaboration is key. It really is. I think that a lot of times when I see communities and groups of people that are doing well, and to speak to their success, they're not doing it by themselves. I used to have a favorite saying, and it's still one of my favorite sayings: if you want to go fast, you go alone, but if you want to go far, you go with a group of people, you go with a team of people. And so that's really important, because the difference between going fast and going nowhere by yourself and going far with people is really incredible. And I think women are doing incredible things. I think that the atmosphere has really shifted for us. And so going into, the next level of actual partnership and collaboration, I think it's going to really be what sets apart those who are, what I call winning, and those who are kind of still trying to figure it out on their own. So yeah.
Yeah. So you're absolutely right. And um, so the one thing that I know for sure is that support from women, it plays a pivotal role in building confidence. When you're doing stuff with someone else, especially if something that you've never done before, and you see someone that's doing it and they're successful,
Yes.
it gives you the strength and the courage to go out there and do it. I draw strength from so many women, so many powerful women. And I'm not talking celebrities, I'm talking about
Yeah.
regular, everyday women like yourself, Shay. Doing the marketing and digital marketing. That's amazing to me.
Thank you.
I can build a network. I'm like the queen of building a network, but marketing is not my thing. you know, yeah. Thank you so much, Teresa, for sharing. Please share the broadcast with your on your network and your groups and all, because we come live every week. We try to empower, and the Bible says, well, knowledge is power. And the
Yeah.
Bible says, my people perish for the lack of knowledge.
Amen.
So, encouragement and affirmation create an environment where women feel empowered to step into their full potential, express their ideas, and pursue their ambitions with boldness. I know that we see men don't really have fear. They don't even have, usually, a lot of them, if they do, they don't show it. Fear of failure. They just get out there and do it, right? And if
Yeah.
it fails, they just go on to the next, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shake the dust off and keep it moving.
So
That's
true.
where that's where we need to be, right, Shay?
Yeah. It's actually interesting that you bring up failure because I really think that the fear of failing, it has held back a lot of, I think, incredible, opportunities for us to, even as women to come out and think that maybe we can do it, maybe we can't. And I say this. It's better to come out and try to do something and fail because now you're actually not starting from a point of not knowing what you're doing. You're starting from experience. A lot of times that experience is what you can pass on to people. It's what you can pass on to the future because that's really it's really knowledgeable to have something that you can say, hey, there's a reason why this didn't work versus that, because you can actually more than likely duplicate what you're doing when you actually know that didn't work, but I'll try this. And so you can start to build. And so the fear of failure should be something that we can turn around and say, as we learn, really it's a learning curve if that's the case, for women that are coming out here and trying to, get their businesses going and get things going, and they're feeling a little bit, maybe they're feeling a little stuck even, or feeling like they're not going anywhere. Just know that all the efforts do matter. Everything that you're doing does matter. And the pieces of the puzzle fall together, in a way that can really be, I think, very amazing later on at a point when they all do. It doesn't feel like it, but it does. So I think that fear of failure, you should look at it that way because it allows you to embrace it more than think like, if I fail, it's over. I've I've probably learned more from failing than I have from succeeding. That's the honest truth. I've succeeded in a lot of things, but I failed in a lot of things. And in
Ab-
those moments, had I given up, first of all, I wouldn't have been able to, really discuss it and help other people avoid that. And then the other part is that it was a piece of data that I can use now. That data I can say, you know what, this works best with the people I'm serving, or this works best with the business, or with how I'm trying to serve people. So that, I think that's really a good point you make there.
It is, and Michael Jordan said it best. I know probably everybody's seen his quote, "I failed 1,000 times, but look where he ended up."
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, you use the failure as building blocks,
Mhm.
stepping stones to go higher. I mean, when I first started doing social media, I promise you, I knew nothing about social media.
Yes.
When I launched TikTok, and honestly, TikTok, mostly some of the older people are getting on it now. It's really mostly a younger thing, but I said I'm going to
Mhm.
explore this. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't take a course. We have 15,000 followers on TikTok right now. So what I'm saying is,
That's
there's an opportunity in everything that you do. You need to see
mhm.
the opportunity. And so, fostering mentorship with women. The mentorship between women provides a unique understanding of shared experiences, seasoned professionals guiding younger counterparts. I talk about this all the time, to create a powerful network where knowledge, advice, wisdom flow freely, contribute to personal and professional growth. That's a lot. That's a mouthful right there. I love, and I tell you this, Shay, all the, I love seeing young women, because I have a 37-year-old daughter. I have a 46-year-old son. I love to see young people who are, especially women, are doing things, are not afraid to step out, not afraid to start businesses. I remember one of my first businesses was Mary Kay. I know you all remember Mary Kay, and Mary Kay's still around. Now, I
Yeah.
don't like sales. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like sales at all. It's really not my thing. So when someone invited me to it, I love makeup, but I don't like sales. So when I first got into it, those parties just really were not working for me. I didn't like them. I didn't like carrying all my stuff. But in that, I came up with a creative idea. So I started doing makeup for entire bridal parties. And that's how I started making a lot of money. It would take me 15, 20, 25 minutes to do the whole party. And I could leave there with $300-400. Easy, easy. Because all I'm doing, and then if they wanted me to go with them to touch up their makeup, that's even more because now I'm charging by the hour. I'm says you just have to be outside of the box thinker
Hmm.
and be willing to take a chance, right? Right, Shane?
I agree. I agree. One of my biggest mottos, Dr. King, is do it scared. You got to do it
Let's
scared.
do it.
Yeah, you're never going to do it where you're just completely, ready to go. It's just not possible. It's just not possible. So you will always have an element that you're unsure of, or there will always be something that maybe creeps up and you think, I don't know, but you got to do it scared because there's something that is amazing that happens when you put your authentic self out there. When you come out there, there are people God has assigned to you. Okay. I don't know if anyone's hearing
Go
me
on,
now,
say it,
but there
girl.
are people that God has assigned to you. And when you don't put yourself in a position that allows yourself to be used or to be, a vessel, right? You are actually, in charge of these other assignments. And that's on you, is what I'll say, So it is important. It is imperative to be able to pass on, gifts that you've been given, because we all have gifts that God has given us, right? And so it means that we've got to be able to pass that on. It is no longer just about you. There's a bigger picture here, and there's a reason why you're talented in a certain area and someone else isn't. And so all those things come together, and so the uniquely you that you are is meant to get out there, and it's not perfection. I think, and on that point, I would say people are more interested in genuine connections, in genuine, being able to see who people are and where they came from in their stories, things like that. So I think that that's even more incredible, to put yourself in a position where maybe you're a little vulnerable, maybe you're a little bit shy, or whatnot. But it's really a beautiful thing to come out there and let your gifts be used and be seen. So.
And I like that you brought that up because guess what? One thing that women a lot of times struggle with is the fear of competition. And let me tell you what my motto is with that. Like you say, everyone has been given their own unique gift. And so even if someone takes your idea and implements it, guess what? It's not going to work the same way because God didn't give them the same exact vision.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it won't be successful, but it's not going to work exactly the way your vision is working because He gave
Yes.
you the vision.
Yes.
And Teresa says, will we be able to get copies of this? All of our broadcasts stay pinned to our page. If you're following us on LinkedIn, you can go there and see every live that we've ever done. Same thing with Facebook. We're on YouTube. You can get them on YouTube. We're on Twitter. If you go to our directory, blackwomenempowereddirectory.com, you can go down the bottom and follow all of our pages where you'll be able to see everything that we're doing. That's the easiest way to do it. And we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. So, strength in numbers. I talk about this all the time. We are stronger together. Collective
Mhm.
strength is a force to be reckoned with. When women stand together, they amplify their impact on societal issues,
Mhm.
advocating for change, justice, and equality. And strength in numbers becomes a catalyst for transformative movements. We are a movement. We're on the Christian Women Level Up movement. God
Yes.
gave me this vision last year, and we started talking about it last year. And I said, how many of you want more in 2024? You were all excited. You were typing it in. I want more in 2024. That's our slogan. But you know what? More is not going to just fall in your lap. You got to do something. And so, if that means getting out of your own way, you've got to invest in your vision, your dreams, financially, spiritually, personally, professionally. If it means going back to school, you have to invest. It is just not going to fall in your lap. When I started Black Women Empowered with just 200 women on in a group in Facebook, that group now has over 200,000 women. Our pages have 2 million followers and 500,000 and 400,000 and 200,000 on here and 100,000 on Pinterest and 70,000 on Instagram. It it took a time for us to build this. It took work, a lot of work to build it. First of all, people have to believe in your brand. You have to have a brand. That's where Shay comes in. Shay is the brand builder. That's her expertise. And we're going to be talking more about that and how to get your brand. You will definitely get there, Michelle. Everybody can get there. You just, as long as you don't stop, you'll get there. I'm excited about what all God has in store for Black Women Empowered. And just to be clear, we do not discriminate because I know a lot of people like to say, "Oh, that's racist," whatever. No, it's not. A Black woman started it. The majority of our women that follow us are Black, but we also embrace all women. We do not turn anyone away. If you're comfortable, get in there where you fit in. So but we do focus most of our stuff on Black and brown women because we're so far behind. We're so far behind in our counterparts. So we have to build each other up. We have to have things that will help us grow because no one else is going to do it, right, Shay? Shay?
That's right. We have to start with
Oh,
home. Yes. Yes,
Charity,
sorry.
did you?
Could you hear me?
Yeah, it did. It froze for a minute, but you're good.
Oh, sorry. Yes. We have to start with home. We have to start with home.
And it's a work in progress. Yeah, and start teaching your daughters and sons now. I remember my son when I used to be in politics. I used to take my son and do knock. He used to do knock on doors, and with me because I wanted him to understand that it matters. Voting matters. Both of my kids, they follow the process. They understand the process. If you don't teach them, no one else is, right? And you teach your kids about investing too. Teach them about growing. Teach them about failure. We don't do these just because we like to go live. Matter of fact, I just started going live. I've had this platform for 12 years. I was like behind the scenes, and I had to come from behind the scenes because it was time. And it's your time, it's our time. And I know we want more. I want more in 2024. So the next thing is overcoming challenges. Life is full of challenges. I mean, that's life. You're not going to get through life without having any challenge. Having a supportive network is crucial for overcoming them. Women supporting women provide a safety net during difficult times, offering encouragement, empathy, and practical assistance, turning challenges into opportunities for growth. If you've been following BWE, you know that we have inspiration and encouragement 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can turn on, I get so many emails and letters saying, your message today or the prayer today was just what I needed.
Yes.
We want you to be the total woman, spiritually, personally, professionally, all the way around, well rounded. That's what we're about, empowering you all the way around. But like I said, we need you too. You have to support us, we support you. That's the way it works in a sisterhood, right, Shay?
It sure does. It definitely is a two-way street. We have to give back. We all have to give back. Hmm.
So, yes. Okay. Thelma says 2024 is the year of the door, and I shall take access for my empowerment and equipping. I know that's right, girl. I
Yeah,
know that is right. Everyone should have that attitude because, like I
yeah,
said, nobody's coming to save you. You know that we faced all kind of challenges with the pandemic, and then the economy. Some women are working two and three jobs now just to make what they made before the pandemic. It's
yes.
unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Entrepreneurship, don't leave that off the table,
Yes.
because you know what? I told someone years ago, I spent 26 years at the largest electric and gas company in New Jersey. And I told someone years ago, I said, the United States is going to turn into a services company. We're gonna be serving each other, because the money that I made, it's hard to go out there and make the money that I made and stay in a job for 26 years. That's almost unheard of anymore, right? Right,
Yeah,
Shay?
it's true. It's true.
So you have to be creative and outside of the box thinker. And Shay, talk a little bit about how you created your platform.
Sure, absolutely. So thank you. And so I do digital marketing. I am a digital marketing expert. Where and how I kind of got here is a series of corporate background and then now launching into my own business for myself. So I started off with really just learning, I think, a lot of the parts of business and just communication and client and customer service management. I think that's really key, is to just know a lot of aspects of what people encounter on a day-to-day basis. So I started off a lot of my career in actually just doing those things and then going into management and then going into the corporate side of things. And so it's kind of like I learned the front end and the back end of all of the operations. And so when I started diving in and helping businesses with their digital marketing, I found that that's actually one of the biggest gaps, is that the transition from being a business to going online, that has really a lot of people haven't really caught up to that even now, like in 2024. That I work for large corporations, banking corporations, and they were still trying to catch up. And so if the larger corporations are trying to catch up, I can only imagine, of course, how small businesses were feeling left behind. Because the bigger the bank, right, the bigger that their pockets, they can actually kind of really spearhead and go into these things and get through it a lot quicker and kind of have the money to get through all this. So I found it really intriguing and really interesting to sit there and learn how the sales process works, how the marketing process works, and how to make that all really have the reach the client at the right time. So what I say is, it's really important to be speaking to your potential clients at the right time, right? And so that means that we need to find systems and ways to market and to be visible so that we can be ready for our clients when they are in a position to see us and they're looking for us, and or we can attract their attention. That's the marketing side, and say, here's what we do, and here's what we do, here's who we do it for, and here's how we do it. And all of those things come together to really help push your brand. And so I got into that because I was very interested in systems. I did a lot with learning how to build the systems that help with marketing, and then actually going into then the traffic side of it. So there's all these different variations of how businesses can really help themselves now. But I think that one of the three key things that are really going to matter for businesses now when it comes to digital marketing and coming like to the landscape, is to be able to understand their how their brand is represented, branding and messaging, getting that out there. I think their audience and being able to reach their audience, and then also the data. So those three things are going to help businesses a lot right now. And so I really have helped hone in on that. What's your business doing? How's it doing it? How often is it doing it? What's the response? What are people doing to find you? How can they find you? All these questions that have to be answered. And so I'm naturally curious. I'm naturally curious. I naturally ask questions. So I love to hear how businesses are doing and what they're doing, so that I can come together and have a good idea of what I think the next best strategy is. And that's what I did, for many years in the corporate world. I spent over 8 years just doing that part of the business, helping people strategize what their next step is. This is the next step. Here's how it looks like, and here's how we're going to implement it. Because that's usually, the biggest hurdle is how do I do this? How do I get it done? So yeah, so that's definitely my forte. I love it. I have a passion for it. And more than just a passion for just the businesses, I have a passion for the business, for the people. I really love understanding, what the business owner has going on, and it's not just the business itself, but the what's happening around you. What are you trying to accomplish? What's the bigger picture here? A lot of times I would sit down with business owners, and they would say, well, in about a year or 2 years, I've got a son or daughter going to college. Well, all that's going to impact what we're doing right now. And so, we would talk about kind of a long-term strategy. And it's a really interesting concept because you're really, in partnership. I believe in that partnership, right? It's not just, do one thing and then you're done. It's really going to be, this is how your business, will look like in a year. Here's how it's going to look like in 3 months. Here's what you can expect. And here are some of the resources that you can use, because that's really, really critical, the resources that you can give businesses right away to help them move, and move forward. And so, I found that I really just loved that. I really just loved helping, no matter what it was, even if it wasn't from me, but to pass them on. And in all of that, that speaks to what's happening here in Black Women Empowered, is that we are going to be resources. We're either going to be the solutions, or we might be resources. We might be referrals. And I think that was, really critical, because I had that network, of people who would refer to me and people I would refer to, because there's enough. There's enough. There's
There
enough. Yeah.
enough. There is enough.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Michelle says she needs you then. So we are going to show you in a few minutes. Um, Shay is in our directory, and we're going to show you how you can reach her and how you can get in the directory too. Because see, let me tell you what, you need this directory,
Hmm.
because you need to be able to connect with other people. You need to be able to showcase your business, your book, your, if you're a doctor, lawyer, a landscaper, a hairdresser, public speaker, all of it. I mean, we have over almost 50 categories that you can join. One of the things I want to talk about now is inspiring the next generation. I talk about this all the time, but so I want to say what think it says. Push says push play says yes. Product and services to online marketing is the biggest challenge. We know that. We know that, and it's changed. When I first got on social media, they were remember it was really free. It
Yes.
ain't free no more. They're squeezing you to pay. They said, we're not going to charge you, but in fact, they are, because they want you to boost and promote and all of that. And if you don't, they're hiding who can see your stuff. That's a fact. Um, but inspiring the next generation by witnessing women support each other. The next generation of girls and young women is inspired to and dream big and defy societal expectations. This creates a cycle of empowerment that extends beyond the current generation, leaving a lasting legacy. That's one thing you want to do. You want to leave a legacy.
Yes.
I'm leaving a legacy for my kids.
Mhm.
I told I think I was telling my son-in-law, BW is a legacy that's going to live on forever. My
Yes.
granddaughter, her granddaughter, we're just that's what we do. So it's bigger than you. It really is.
Mhm.
Um, Even the connections that you make here, they could be your friends forever. And if you join the directory, you can put your zip code in. I mean, we just launched, so we're relatively new, but you can put your zip code in, and everyone that's in your area will come up. Every doctor, every lawyer, everything. And you might meet somebody and become a friend and want to collaborate. You never know, they might have a service that you need, you might have a service that they need, and that's what it's all about,
Mhm.
right?
Yes. Absolutely.
So next is creating safe spaces. This is a safe space. We have been a safe. We are a Christian organization. Everybody doesn't like it. Some people tell me, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing a Christian organization on LinkedIn," but this is who I am. I don't know. Yeah, Teresa, you would have to join the directory to put your zip code in, but thank you for doing that. But Women Supporting Women helps create safe spaces where vulnerability is embraced and authenticity thrives. These spaces allow for open dialogue, fostering emotional well being and mental health. Now, that's another thing. I was on with Dr. Nikisha Hammond last night. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see it. I hope you go back and we talked about Black women's um, health in childbirth and the mortality rate. And it's a big thing. It's always been a big thing, but now there's a lot of attention being given to it because Black women are dying in childbirth, and a lot of it has to do with racism. That is, we're gonna get the. It's right at the top of the screen. If you're looking at the screen, it's up there. Black Women Empowered Directory.com. It's on the top. It's huge. You can't miss it. And it's also scrolling across the bottom, which is kind of tiny, but we're gonna bring it up in just a minute. Let me
Yeah.
finish making my point. Yeah, so we really want to address all kind of issues, which we do. Dr. Hammond is in the directory. She's a mental health provider. She does mental health moment, and she's been doing it for, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years. She comes on out of her own free time and gives you tips on how to maintain sanity, what to do, what foods you can be eating, how to exercise, all of that. She does it every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. We bring so much, uh, so much. For your country doesn't have a zip code. I'm not really sure how you would be able to interact with the people in the United States. I can't tell you what to do with another country, so I don't have an answer for that because we haven't come up with that. Maybe Shay can come up with something on that, but right now we don't have anything for that. Economic empowerment. Supporting women economically is a cornerstone of empowerment, whether it's through entrepreneurship, mentorship, or advocating for fair workplace practices. Women uplifting each other economically contributes to financial independence and equality. I can't say that enough, right?
Yes.
I mean, that we all want the same thing. We want to be able to take care of our families, make money. um, I think the sisterhood has potential to be Black Women Power Sisterhood, the biggest ever. I really do. I believe that. Right now, we have room for 200,000 people to join our directory. And when that fills up, then we'll have to go up higher. But you need to be in there because let me tell you what, Shay, talk about how much it costs to do marketing compared to what we're charging.
First of all, marketing is, you really do have to have a budget for that. And so, one of the things that I offer and I help people with is driving traffic, Facebook ads, Google ads, things like that. And it is pricey. This stuff, costs quite a bit. And so, and that's the paid traffic side. So, what I really love about this, opportunity to join a directory is that it's organic, right? You pay for the entry into the to the actual directory, but then at that point you have organic traffic coming to you. This is really the best type of traffic to initially make sure you have coming to you, right? You should always have that pillar, right? There's all these pillars of ways that you can grow your business, and you should be taking advantage of that for sure. So you can spend thousands and thousands and thousands on paid traffic. That's the honest truth. You're that uh it's you get to a place when you need paid traffic when you've actually worked a little bit harder at your organic traffic. And so, one of the really great things I love about the directory is that your visibility is really exponentially increased, and that's just people who want to come on there, people who search. I personally love looking up in a directory or some sort of, I'm trying to find something. I'm looking for, a plumber or like a, or whatever I'm looking for, whatever service I need. I'm going to look it up in a directory that I know personally. That's where I'm going to go. A lot of people do go to Google, of course, but when you actually know a place where you're like, you know what, I want to support Black owned businesses. And that's really key because I do that all the time. I'm very intentional on making sure that I support Black owned businesses first. So I go to my, you know, groups that have the Black owned businesses. And this is really great. Again, when you talk about trying to find clients, you're not paying for it. You can just be right in there and you can have a lifetime of leads coming to you. I just think I just think it's incredible, honestly, to have that.
I agree. So my final tip today is sisterhood. We're going to pull up the directory. Sisterhood at its core, women supporting women is about sisterhood. It's about standing side by side, celebrating victories, and providing comfort during defeats. Sisterhood is a powerful force that transcends competition. It replaces it with collaboration and shared success. I can't that part right there. That we know how the kids say that part. That part that
Yeah.
part is a mouthful. So in a world that benefits from the collective strength of women, the significance of women supporting women cannot be overstated. It's a journey of empowerment, resilience, and unity that transcends boundaries, creating a legacy of strength for generations to come. As women lift each other up, they pave the way for a future where the potential of every woman is realized and celebrated. I hope you got something out of that today. We're going to go ahead and pull up the directory so you can see what's going on. All right, let's go ahead and do it. All right, there we are. All right, so at the top, and it's kind of small. I don't think we can't make it any bigger, can we?
Yeah, let's see. Is this better?
Yes.
Okay.
So that is our directory, and you can see we have the home, and yep, we have the home, and then we have what is it? Marketplace. What does that say? I can't.
Members?
Members are members, and yeah. So pull up your page, Shay. You can
Okay.
pull it up under members.
Okay, so I clicked search members and
And
then
just
when
keep scrolling down until you
okay.
see your.
Yep, I'm like number 2 here, I think in
Yep,
order.
go ahead and click
Yeah.
on that.
All right, so let's click on that.
So here's what you get. Okay, so you can send her a message. She's got her website in there. She can add video. She's got her social media there. People can share her. She can share it from right onto Facebook. She has got her description, and I believe you have go under specialties, Shay. Don't you have a course or something that's coming up?
Yes, I have an event.
Click, yeah, look at that, the event. So look at this. She's got her event in there. You can click on there and join her event, get more leads and increase sales with marketing automation. For those who said you want to reach her, you want to use her services, you come right to this directory and there she is. Go back, go to the top and go to events. It's at the top.
Here. Okay, I'll
Hmm.
leave it.
All events. Okay, look, scroll up. Our cruise. You know that we're having a cruise. Black Women Power is having a cruise in 2025. You can go there and get all the information on the cruise right there. Go ahead, and I have a course that's coming up, the Art of Networking Masterclass. That's on March the 28th. You can register for that. It's only 90, I can't even see it, 97.45 or something like that. But there's so much opportunity. Go back to members. Go back to members, please. You can see the New Jersey Chamber. Click on the New Jersey Chambers of Commerce. Click on there. The African American Chamber of Commerce of New Jersey is in the directory. They offer a lot of stuff. I know,
Wow.
right? That's a biggie. That's a
Ah,
biggie.
yes.
Yeah, so you can go there and connect with them on all their social media sites. And if you look under specialties, they have a lot of stuff that they do. I actually interviewed the president. Uh, Go back to home and scroll down till you see member videos. Oh, so here I'm stop right there at why. So we'll tell you why you need to join the directory. It's and we'll get down to the price in a minute. But I mean it's offering so many benefits to join this directory. I mean, and you would if you break it down to months or days, it's pennies, right, Shay?
Yes, it is.
Scroll up,
It,
honey.
yep. Okay.
All right. Is it okay? Yeah. Member videos, view member videos. So you can put your video on your page, right? And every video, whether it's, they don't have to even go to your page, every video that's on there will come up. Dr. Dr. Bayo, she has a video on dying during childbirth. Um, Dr. Hammond, that's Nikisha Hammond. I mean, I'm sorry, that's Dr. Bayo too. HPV, she talks about that. We have videos on some of our vendor events that we've done in the past. If you want to join and be on our, our vendor list, keep going, honey. Yeah, so the we did a thing on investing in yourself, a video. If you want to click on that, it's on YouTube. Dr. Hammond has a video on questions to ask yourself this year for your mental wellness. And then we have navigating the waves of disappointments. These are shows that we've previously had live, and so you can all your videos. You put your YouTube URL in there, and all of it comes right up. Interviews that I've done, our anniversary. Keep going, honey. And there's a click on that one where I interviewed John. That's the president of the African American Chamber.
Mm.
So you can click on it and watch the exclusive interview if you click on that YouTube. And he's an amazing man. This stuff that he's done is unreal.
Wow.
Yeah. So you
Wow.
can go back to home and keep going down. So we're going to get to the pricing eventually. And our logo is I want more in 2024. Yes, that is me. I am the CEO and founder. If you keep going up, that is me. There's a video of a segment that Fox 59 did on me about starting Black women in power. And if you
Yeah.
keep going, that's an interview that I did with Dr. Freddie Haynes out of Texas. He's a pastor, social justice pastor. Keep going.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. And so you can search members by categories. Look at what we have. Accounting, advertising, everything that you could possibly think of. But even if you don't fit in there, keep going down, honey. And it'll say see all, show all. I think it does. All categories. Is it there? Or is it I think it's at the top.
Um,
It must be at the top. Show.
uh,
Yeah, view all. The little red button. It's at the top. See what says view? Yes. So keep going down. And this will tell you all the categories that we have. There's a lot. Clothing, it's everything. Right?
wow. There's a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, go back and let's go back and get down to the pricing.
Now, one thing I thought that was really nice is you can put classified in here.
Oh
You
yes,
can.
if you're a recruiter, or
Mm-hmm,
if you just want to sell something, you can put
mm-hmm,
your products, you can
mm-hmm.
put your books, you can put your if you're an author, because my book is on there. If you go to, let me see, what is it? Products? Is it under products? Yep. Uh, there's my book. There's our online store. All of it comes up on the main page. It really is very, very
This is
nice.
incredible. I love this.
And so Dr. Yomi Garnett, he's official with us too, and he does ghostwriting. If you can't get your book together, he's given us special rates. He does ghostwriting, he does grant writing. Uh, yeah,
That's incredible. And I also like the employments. I think that's the one where you can
abs-
hire people or you can
that's
find
right.
jobs,
So
find jobs here.
yep.
Mhm.
So there's a job posting there, Director of Sales and Marketing. Shay, don't apply for that job. No, I was messing with you. I'm messing with you. Well, you might want to. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, you can post your job here, and I mean, the sky is the limit. So you can uh, go to the newsletter.
Mhm.
We update that,
Mhm.
on a regular basis and keep you up. We have authors that we feature on our newsletter.
That is awesome.
Hmm. And then go to news. Scroll down. You'll get information on Black women in news. I mean, it's a really really great site. I'm gonna tell you, it really is. Kudos
I love it. I
to the woman who built
love it.
this site for us. She did an amazing job. Look at that.
Honestly. Honestly, this is great.
Yes. And then
It's
go to,
great.
so let me tell you about coupons. So if you have something that you're selling and you want to give people a discount, you can create a discount coupon and sell it at a discount. So that's pretty cool too. Go to Facebook.
Okay, one second. Facebook.
Yep, down the and where other end at the top where it says Facebook blogs up at the heading.
Okay, sure. One second. It's just loading. I apologize here.
No, that's okay.
Mm. Sometimes technology is great, right? When it works with you.
Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't, but that's okay. If you can't get it, don't worry about it. Well, the Facebook will take you directly to our Facebook page. If you're not following us, it will take you directly to our page where you can follow us. So if it's not working, don't worry about it. Can you get back to home or is it frozen completely?
Well, it's trying to load the Facebook page now, but I can get back to home if you'd like. Let me do that
Okay,
one.
yeah, because it seems like it might be.
A little
Hold on.
frozen.
Yeah, okay. Okay, it just came up. There you go. So look at that. When you click on Facebook, it takes you right to our page. Don't click on that yet. No, no, don't click on that because it'll take you to the page. But it'll give you some of the posts that are on the page right now. As you can see that Pastor, go up a little bit. Pastor Phelps and her husband, they went live this one. They go live on Mondays and Wednesdays and do prayer. This is all the encouragement that you can get. You don't even have to go on Facebook. I mean, you can go right here and get to our Facebook page. So you don't even have to log in. I mean, you can log. You have to log in if you want to get to the whole thing, but you can see the different posts that we have on our page, and that's pretty cool.
That is awesome. Wow.
Yep, those are our encouragement. And go back yet to home. Thank you, Teresa. It is incredible. That's why I'm saying,
Mhm.
if you're not in here, you're not networking. You're missing out on a lot. You really are. Okay, keep going down to the bottom. and we've done the categories. And if there's a category specific to your brand, hold, stop right there. If there's a category specific to your brand and you don't see it, you can send an email. I mean, you can. I'm sure that you can find, because we have Black-owned businesses. But if there's something, kind of unique, let us know and we'll add that category. So you help more local shoppers find your business. This is big. This is big.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Keep going, hun. And then when you say click on the directory to join, get listed. There you go. We have, stop right there. We actually have, they say, over 4 million followers on social media. Why
Mm-hmm.
would you not want to, for the price that we have, not want to get in this directory? Okay, go on down to the price, Jay. There you go. Okay, stop right there. So 97 yearly, that's our basic. It will only get you one category. If that's all you need, that's fine. I suggest getting the 175, because you can be in a lot more categories and a lot more potential for eyeballs to be on you. The lifetime right now is $450, which is really no money because you don't ever have to pay again.
Mm-hmm.
However, let me let you know that these are introductory prices. If you get in on these prices now, you will be on them forever. But when we go up, that's what it's going to be. The people coming in are going to get the higher prices, but you will be grandfathered in on these prices. But you take $450 for a lifetime, really, that's unheard of.
Unheard of. Honestly, I every time I look at it, it just blows my mind because this is forever. Meaning, um, one of the things. I'm sorry to interrupt. One thing I wanted to point out is that right now, in the beginning, one of the best things you can do is to get in on the beginning of something rather than the end. Right. So when people are scrolling through the directory, you're already in there. You're already up front because that is the best way to really get people to see you and to know who you are and have your business out there is to really what I call it fast movers, people who move fast. You got to be quick on your feet. And I think that
Mhm.
that really is helpful to move quickly and get in there and know that once you're in there, you're in there forever. So as this thing grows, as this thing takes off, as this thing really becomes its own super community, I think that, and you're already in there, people will be, looking for ways to get in. And, at some point we'll max out and we won't be able to let people in even at all. So I think that's the lifetime is my favorite choice because it's a one-time payment. And I really love that.
No, so Michelle says if you go with the gold, if you go with the gold, you will get that price forever. But when we go up, the new people coming in will have to pay the new price. So you will be grandfathered in. That's what we call it. You will be grandfathered in. Um, like I said, we've had people that have gotten the lifetime. I think it's a really good deal. If you can't do it,
Mhm,
save your money up and get the lifetime, because then you don't have to worry about paying anymore.
mhm,
But this is a complete game changer for Black women all over the world. If you've never had your products seen, we have this directory pinned to all of our pages, in all of our groups, and all of our social media. Okay, so Teresa says her daughter is a regional talent advisor managing 6 states. Would this be something I should speak to her about to help her with entrepreneurship, human resources? I'm very political, and so was my family. And she's a millennial, and I want her to reach for the stars. I don't think it could hurt her. Um, I don't really know what is it her own company? That's what the difference is, right, Shay?
yeah. Yeah, I could speak a little bit on that here. I think that I think that we've got the employment, right? So if she's in HR and she's looking for people, that's one way she could use it. The other way she could use it is to help businesses who are in need of HR, assistance, because that's also very, feasible, right? Somebody could come in and say, I need help with these things. When you employ people and they're on your payroll, this is now all HR. And a lot of people get caught up in the fact that they think, well, I'll do this later and do that later. So I really do think it would be great, time for her to jump in. And one of the things I wanted to offer, and I hadn't mentioned this to you, Dr. Jackie, but I wanted to let you know that I wanted to offer as part of this exclusive, offer that we're doing right now, this launch. And then also in honor of Black History Month, I wanted to gift businesses that if they do sign up for the lifetime, only for the lifetime option, I'm going to give them that free clarity call that gives
Oh,
them
wow.
where they can have the solutions, how they're going to use this. I'm going to give them a 30-day launch plan so that they can actually implement and start to grow their business in that way. But again, you would have to get that 450 and use my code, which is when you click on here, real quick, just so you guys can see, when you click in here to actually, sign up for your membership, they'll ask you for a code. So you would put my name in there, and it's spelled CHEY with a capital C, if you can remember that. And
I'm
then
going to
that.
post it. I'm going
Mhm,
to post.
mhm. And that will get you guys the access again to that clarity call. So any business that's looking to grow, this is stuff I charge for, but I'm doing it because I want this to be something that is, historical for you, and that is momentous for you. And that, again, I just think that it's the right thing to do here during Black History Month, is to get people really, lifted up quickly, and to get them, the business that they need from this platform.
That was very, very kind of you to do that. And I'm really considering having a sale. I don't know when, having a sale for a week. If I do it, it's going to be for a week, maybe 50% off the lifetime. I'm not sure, but I am gonna have a sale at some point. So you need to keep up with us. Also, let me just say, even if you don't have a business and you want to join, uh, on the go, well, there's no, we're not getting ready to go up on the prices. The prices won't go up to probably for about a year. So you don't have to rush, Michelle, and do it. I mean, I would get in on it as soon as possible, because the sooner you get in, the more you can get exposure. But you can make the decision, whenever you decide you want to make it. But what I was going to say, if you're just interested in networking, get the $97 plan, and just, that way you can connect with other people. If you want more following on your social media, which I'm teaching a course on that, um, you can put all your social media in there, and they click on it and they can follow you on. It's hard to get people to follow you on social media. It really is not easy, right, Shay?
No, it's not. Building an audience takes time.
Yeah. So if you get that 97 a year, and you just want to put your information up there, and if you're on YouTube, you're an influencer, you just, maybe you do hair. Um, some of the girls on YouTube, they're doing locks, because I have locks, you guys know. They're doing hair. You could put all your YouTube videos up there. You can put your TikTok videos up there. That those are the only two that you can add right now because of the bandwidth. And I think it's a great idea, because when you start uploading videos, it takes a lot of bandwidth. So it's right now we can only do the URLs. But other thing is, if you're looking for employment, we have a category for employment seekers. We have a category for people who are looking to hire. If you have an organization that's looking to hire diversity, you're looking for Black women, because, hey, a lot of people are trying to meet those diversity goals. You can set your account up there, and post your jobs, looking for you know people, diverse employees. So there's so much here. I think we've just kind of like did a tip of the iceberg, really. But
Yes.
I invite you all to go to it. I will type it in the comments, even though it is there. Let me type it, because some people just have to see it. So, what are your closing thoughts, Shay?
Uh, I really think audience growth, visibility, it's getting even harder to really get. I think the type of visibility that you want organically, and I always recommend finding collaborations, partnerships. This is the fastest way to get yourself in front of people who would become your clients or become partners, referral partners. There's just so many different ways to really look at this. And even if you're looking for yourself or maybe mentorship, I just think you're going to find it here. I really do. I think that this community has really become an authentic, generated community. And so it's really, I think, a place, you called it a safe place. I believe so too, for women to come in and really, what I think, level up, and businesses. I mean, I don't just call out women, but what I'm saying is that, even just personally, your personal brand, your personal life, I really highly recommend putting yourself in communities that will help support you, as you continue to move along. And so, I recommend it. I think that there's so much to gain here. We really honestly haven't talked about a lot of things. And when you get in there, you'll see that this is well beyond money spent. I mean, I couldn't think of a better place to put money, in such a huge, visible category where you can get so much, exposure and so much money back from that.
Absolutely. And even like I said, if you want to know what businesses are in your community, if you're in the US, because like I said, we don't have a way to do other countries yet. We may come up with it, I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you're in the US, we actually do have someone in our directory that lives in Canada,
Yes.
and she is the developer of this site. Pretty amazing
Yeah.
woman. And so yeah, you can reach people all over the world. She's in the directory and she can get business from the US. If you can take US money, then you can get in the directory. It doesn't matter where you are, right, Shay?
No, at all. I think money, people do business all around the world. So I think that's something we can take away and start to kind of figure out how to, you know, help people that aren't in the US for sure. So,
But I'll go back in, and some of the LinkedIn, it didn't the for some reason the URL didn't go, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. So Michelle, I hope to see you over there. And you'll see my profile, and you'll see Shay's profile, and a lot of other people's profiles. We have my cousin joined. He does international shipping and moving, and oh
mm,
my, we got so many different companies that are coming on.
mhm.
That are Dr. Bayo, like I said, Dr. Hammond. I'm trying to think of all the ones that are on, but you'll be in good company, and make sure that you have fill out if you do join, fill out your profile immediately, because if you don't, it will not be live. You cannot go live with the BWE logo, which is the standard. What it will give you, you'll have to put your logo, and yes, yep. Well, or your profile or your picture is up to you. Corporate connections. Go to Linda. That's a good friend of mine. She is actually our director of nonprofits. She does a lot. If you want to start a nonprofit, she does grant writing. She does nonprofit. She teaches you how to start a nonprofit. Um, just amazing, amazing. There's so much that you can get. Okay, all right. You're a dissertation coach, Kim? That's amazing. Oh my God, my dissertation.
Awesome.
I needed you. Oh God, where were you 3 years ago?
Yeah.
I did my dissertation. It took me so long.
Ah,
That girl, that's a big one. You need to get in there
yeah, people can use
today.
that.
You need to get in
People
there
can,
today, for real. I'm serious. Uh,
yes, people can use that.
Okay, so I'm expecting a real good boost today. We're going to be talking about this every week. I promise you, Every week we come on, we're going to be talking about this because to me, like I said, women supporting women is no longer an option. It is a necessity. Right, Shay?
Yes, absolutely. 2024 is the year for more. And
Yep.
we have to put in more and we're going to get more. So,
Amen. I thank you, Shay, for joining us today. This has been so much fun.
it has.
I hope that you all will share this broadcast. We're going to rerun it again for tonight for the people who are working. We're going to do a replay. But I thank you all because we have the most loyal followers, Shay. Uh,
Yes.
they follow us all over the place, and that's a blessing. So, Kim, Michelle, Grace, Teresa, all of you, thank you so much. Thank you
Yes.
so much. And I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. We'll be back next week. Shay is officially a part of the team, and she'll be going live with me. Bishop Whitaker will be back next week. He actually texted me while we were live, and it was too late for me to get him on. So he'll be
Oh,
back with us next week. He was under the weather. Thank you
oh,
so much. God bless. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you next week.